Hello and welcome back to Baldur's Gate 2. I've had a look at our quests and all the different things we could do right now, and I think I've come to a decision about what I want to do first. Now, there's a whole bunch of different directions we could go. We could go and do some side quests that we've got still remaining. We could go and advance the main quest. But I think what I want to do is I want to pick up a new companion. And the reasoning for this is very simple. I think that the sooner we have a stable party that we're going to use for the rest of the game, the smoother our experience is going to be through the game, right? Now, when I say stable party, it doesn't necessarily have to be 100% stable, but you know what I'm meaning. Like, once we have some mainstays in our party, we can start being like, hey, I'm going to get you a really good piece of equipment because you're going to be in the party longer, right? We can start thinking about those sort of things a little bit more. So, in thinking about that, and in thinking about the fact that we want to get some companions done first because they might not be available later, I think that we should get Dorn in our party. Now, why might Dorn not be available later? Well, Dorn is evil, and in Baldur's Gate 1, he completely left us. So I'm assuming that it might be the same in this game. So if we can finish Dorn earlier in the game, we get the XP, we get to see his quest, and then we can just leave Dorn at the Copper Coronet for the rest of the game and move on with a different kind of frontliner, a better tank potentially, or, you know, something like that. That I think works for me. So, that's what we're going to do. Now, Dorn fills... We're actually going to leave this way. Dorn fills the role of two people in our party. Well, at least in terms of how we would play it. He would either take Horgan's role or he would take Noman's role, right? Because they currently fulfill what I'm going to call the frontliner role in our party, right? Yeah, so this is our way out. They currently fulfill the... Alright, let me try this again. There we go. Now they're going to walk there. They currently fulfill the frontliner role in our party. So, although the actual class might be different, in essence, there's somebody who's going to stand at the front and get hit. Now, we could get rid of a Nomen, and that would give us a guaranteed working party of two evil people in the front, couple of neutrals here. I think Jaheira's neutral, right? Yeah, she's true neutral. You're, like, true neutral. We're the player character, and then, like, you're chaotic good. Right, that would give us a party that's likely going to work. But I think I would prefer to keep a Nomen in the party over Corgan. So we're going to try running a Nomen Dorn. And we'll see how that goes. If it fails, like if a Nomen comes to us like he did with Hexat and says, you know, come on man, really? First you had me around with a vampire, now you have me around with, you know, this dude? Then okay. Maybe we might switch things up. But, until that point, I think we're going to keep it as it is. Yeah, and by switch things up, I mean we could just literally go and get Corgan 2 seconds later. It wouldn't take any effort. Having thought about this, what we should do as well, before we do any of this, is we should dump everything off of Corgan onto... Actually, you know what? This is the easier way of doing it. We should just dump it all into this bag. There we go. And then we'll give most of it, I think, over to... That's Fool? Really? Is it because I have a bunch of garbage in here? But yeah, then we can give it most of it over to Dorn. Like all of the armor and stuff. Yes, it's because I have a bunch of garbage in here. If I take these 69 out and send that to my backpack, those can just sit, I don't know, on you for just now. If I take those out, does that work better? Yeah, now we can dump a bunch more things in here. I'm going to take everything off of you, chuck that over, and then we're going to swap you out for Dorn. Let's go. Little quick save, and then over to the Temple District. One thing we could also do once we get Dorn is maybe what we want to do is just pick a district and start exploring it. I think that could work. That gives Dorn time for whatever storyline or quest he's got to trigger. I think that could be good. He might just give us a quest immediately, who knows. The enhanced edition ones seem to be a little bit more structured, but I don't know. We'll see. It might be a good idea to just explore the temple district. You know, once we get Dorn, just explore here and see what's going on. Because we know who the companions who matter are, so, you know, if we find a companion who has a quest, we just walk past them and ignore them. And then come back later. Hey Dorn. Long time no see.
What are you looking at?
I'm looking at you, Dorn. It hasn't been so long, surely you remember me.
Of course. It's been a while.
I am pleased to see that you haven't been strangled to death with your own wit. It has. We'll find you skulking around here. You're not seeking redemption after a life of crime and violence, are you? Given your exploit, that ship has sailed.
What business is that of yours?
None whatsoever, but I am curious.
'Tis true, we could make quicker work of this together than apart.
Great, now that's sorted out, we can get down to business. Who are we killing today? My patron demands the death of Baldur Firejaw of the Order of the Golden Lions. Your patron? Or Gothos?
I've put countless men to the blade in Urgathor's name. Women and children, too. It's one thing to slaughter the occasional village, but lately what he asks is more specific, and often more dangerous.
A tale of glory written in the blood of the innocent. I would have some of that glory for my own. Just a little point. He falls firmly under my companion clause. As in, we do what he says because he's a companion, not because we agree with it.
Join me then. Together we shall wade through the blood of all who would oppose us.
Wade, we'll need to swim. See ya. Yeah, I can see why it was suggested that a no-man might not like it here. Also, look at this. Bright, 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 bright. I live in darkness.
Back to the grind, eh? Are we off?
I think we should go our separate ways for now. Yeah, go to the Copper Coronet. Whatever this villain has planned for my god's temple, I can't permit it. I'm with you, Enoman. Leave this place, Dorn, while you still can.
Then pay the price for your folly.
Okay, never mind. I didn't realize it was his temple as well. Oh no.
Very well.
It's not just that he doesn't like us doing evil things. It's that literally we're going to go and kill members of his temple. Okay, let me just have a little look at Dorn's quest for a second here. My god. Oh my god. I looked at Dorn's quest on this thing. It's the longest set of text I've seen for any quest out of any of them. My god. Okay. Well, that's good to know. Oh, you were walking. That's fine. I just wanted to have a look just to see, like, you know, what the quest, like, involved. Like, whether this was it. Like, if it was just kill him, then maybe we could just be like, I'm just going to kill Dorn. But because the quest has like a million lines of text in it, I'm like, okay, well, it turns out we've got some more things to think about. Oh, wait, I just realized we need to redo our stuff. I guess for now, you can hold on to everything. Did I just steal his family shield? I think I did. Yeah, Also, can I send you to the Copper Coronet? I really don't want you going back to your order, because I'm about to come in and raid it. Okay.
What are you looking at? Of course. What business?
Let's see.
'Tis true, we could make quicker work of this. I've put countless men to the...
this?
Join me then. Together we shall wade through the blood of all who would oppose us.
We must continue our travels.
Meet you back at the Copper Coronet. Perfect. See ya. Okay, now we have Dorn in our party. It lowers our reputation just to add him to our party. That's so funny. He has negative plane protection, though. I ran into my old acquaintance, the half-orc Dorn Ilkan, lurking outside at Katla's Temple of the Radiant Heart this afternoon. He tells me his patron has bid him to slay a priest named Bolard Firejaw. Sounds like a good time to me. Alright, some of the companions you can be like, maybe they're just misunderstood. Dorn is not misunderstood. Dorn is evil. Okay. Yep. He has a +3 weapon if it kills somebody, basically. This ebony two-handed sword is covered in inscriptions you cannot decipher. It hums softly in the presence of Dorn Ilkan. Individuals who are good of heart are overcome with feelings of guilt and anxiety when they hold this blade. I don't even know if I want to equip him, honestly. I mean, here's the thing about Korgan. Korgan might be evil, but like... Korgan's got, like, standards. I think Korgan's fine. I think Dorn would just kill anybody given half a chance. Let's give you that one. That's very funny. What's this one? Nah, you don't need to save versus death. Let's see here. Cloak of protection. Yeah, some full plate. Your axe. Your other axe. That'll do for just now, I think. Let's see how this makes you look when we equip these. Oh yeah, his gem thing as well. Don't forget his random gem thing. Green gem. There we go. Which will... Oh, that goes in on that instead. Okay, so that would lower his Thaco. Yeah, let's do that. Chuck that in there. You can keep that. Okay, cool. Just hold on to these for just now. Dorn, it's time to level you up. It doesn't feel like you should be in our party, does it? But there you have it. Level up. He's really good with the two-handed sword. No way. And two-weapon style, huh? Or a two-handed weapon style. I don't think there's anything I really need him to have. Like, he kind of has everything he needs. I guess you are good with the crossbow. Okay. I guess I could make you just good with a random type of thing. Like maybe the Warhammer? Sure. Alright, there's Dorn. Let's get ourselves positioned. Quick save. If this makes us permanently hostile to these guys, it's gonna be like, it's gonna be bad.
You must gather your party before venturing forth.
Good day to you.
And welcome to the most noble order of the Radiant Heart. Are you here for the wedding? Yes, we are. Are you with the bride or the groom? The groom. That is unfortunate. Bride's brother is here to prevent the groom's irritating friends from ruining the day. Boys? What? My bad. Kill him.
Let's see what your guts be looking like. I've killed for less.
So I believe that means that Dorn just killed somebody? No, never mind. Nalia killed the doorman. Kill him.
Here is for those of no confidence.
Okay.
I will do what I can.
Random gem. Keep fighting. You're doing a great job, guys. Hopefully there is nobody who's actually a member of the Order of the Radiant whatever here.
In my yes.
And it's just people for this quest. I say optimistically. Okay. Is this just plate mail? It is. Okay.
Be quick with it.
I don't feel good here.
Aye, that be sounding right.
I definitely don't feel good here. Let myself in. Wedding guest? Why does it have guest written? Why is guest written like that? See, that's not a wedding guest, but these are wedding guests. Okay. Colin? Who? Okay, that must be the groom. Oh, hello, everybody.
Dearly beloved. And Colin, wretched piece of filth.
And Colin, we are gathered here today in the eyes of Dorn to join this man.
This wretched piece of filth, you mean?
And this woman in holy matrimony.
I get the feeling that the bride's father doesn't like Colin very much.
Wait. I can't do it. I can't go through with this.
Oh, you'll go through with it, my dear. I'll not have you share our family with an illegitimate child.
Oh.
Forgive me, Father. I lied. I'm not with child.
I knew it.
I knew you wanted me out of the house, Father. And Colin is a good, kind man. He would be a good provider for me and our child.
A non-existent, imaginary child? Damn it, Colin. Fear is my weakness. I swear if you don't shut your mouth, I'll wring your bloody neck. Please, take all the time you want to talk to your insane and in no way pregnant daughter. For myself, I'll just be going now.
Colin, please, forgive me. I did it for love.
I think this would perhaps be a good time to mention my honorarium is non-refundable.
Okay. These two can't get married. I'm carrying Colin's child? But, wait. Well, I guess because we're both male and female in the game as it sees it, that makes sense. I have to say it. They can't get married. I'm carrying Colin's child.
That's not true. That doesn't even make sense. Who are you? Who interrupts my daughter's wedding?
Tell him who we are, Colin. Tell him we're lovers.
I swear to Tom, I've never seen this man in my life.
Oh, you treacherous deceiver. How could I have given my heart to you? The wedding guests are all attacking Colin? Okay.
I'll do as you wish. For now.
They've killed Colin?
Stop! Cease this madness!
Yes, this is lunacy. Poor Colin. You were too beautiful for this oh so cruel world.
The madness ends with your death, Firejaw, not a second sooner.
What? Dorn, you've ruined the perfectly planned deception.
Everyone stand aside. I shall deal with this malefactor.
What's happening? Daddy?
Stay back, girl! Baldur, stop this disruption!
Swift and final.
What?
Someone call the guards!
Dorn, get
Very
there,
well.
get there,
Kill
get there.
them all. None must live to tell of our deeds.
No, Dorn. Of course they gotta die. Got any other shocking plot twists you want to share, or can I get to work? Oh god, we got two idiots. Take a moment and think, Felix. What would Gorion say about this pointless bloodshed? No more half measures. If we were alive, I'd never hear the end of it. As it is, not much.
No, please. Spare us. I swear we'll tell no one.
I'm reminded of another similar slaughter, Dorn. Can I expect you to betray us as you were betrayed by Simeon? Sheath your sword, Dorn. These people have suffered enough one day and know the fate awaiting them if they expose us. It's your slaughter. Feel free to kill him for whatever you wish. Let's tell him to sheath his sword.
Are you mad?
Their tongues will wag like tickled dog tails the moment we leave. There's only one way to ensure they're silent. Well, let them talk. The legend of Dorn Ilkhan's power will grow. But for now, we should take our leave. It won't be long before someone raises the alarm.
You tell it true. Hear my words, you pathetic scum. I spare your lives that you may spread word of this day. When anyone asks you of it, you tell them fortune smiled upon you. You encountered Dorn Ilkhan and lived to tell the tale.
After dispatching Baldur Firejar, Dorn demanded everyone in the temple be slain. I convinced him to let those who'd survived so far live, which might not have been the wisest course. Dorn will surely be identified as the culprit, and unwanted attention from the authorities may well result.
What say you? Satisfied with a day's rewards?
Truth be told, I could be more satisfied, but I'll take what I can.
Our bloody work is done.
The city guards will doubtless hear of this soon. Let us make haste, lest we risk discovery. Come with us. We could use someone with your talent.
Our combined skills would make us a force to be reckoned with.
United, there's no limit to what we may accomplish.
We shall carve our names on the flesh of history.
That was disgusting. Dorn and I turned the Temple of the Radiant Heart into a bloody slaughterhouse. If this sort of thing is typical for him, then he is my type of malefactor. Get the stuff off of Colin. Colin had loot, didn't he? Colin didn't have loot? Alright, well let's leave then.
And later I'll split your gut open.
Okay. I think it's time to leave. I don't know. I've made some horrible choices. Some horrible choices. Now, let me do a quick save. Just quickly consult the Oracle to just see what we need to do next. That's fine. That's fine. Blah blah blah. You get you turn up for the ceremony. If you let Dorn take over, that's fine. He'll kill Firejaw in a cutscene. Oh, Dorn will want to kill them, but with 16 charisma, you can convince them to let him go. That was a charisma check. Oh, interesting. Okay. That's fine. You'll find stuff on Firejaw's corpse. When Dorn reaches level 12, he'll receive another command. Okay. So we're waiting for Dorn to reach level 12. Apparently. Although that's what it said previously about a Nomen, so who knows. Dorn is quite far from level 12, I will point out. Okay, well, at least he's finished murdering people for like this exact second in time. Let's go to the Copper Coronet and like rest, probably. That seems fine. Was it easy enough to do?
Fine.
Okay. Let's head in here and have a little rest, because Dorn is a little bit hurt. You know what? If you're going to be around longer, Dorn, I wasn't really sure how long you were going to be around for. You know, I think we can give you the full plate. Yeah, let's give you the full plate here. Just because I feel like you might appreciate it a little bit. He also has 500 weight carrying capacity, which is fantastic.
A best be paid well for this.
Head up here. Avoid looking in a Nomen's eyes, as we have now killed a member of his order, right after getting him, upgraded. That's not the correct term.
I got some cheap beer for you.
After he gets, I don't know, like, he got a promotion. That's probably the better way of putting it. Sell the plate mill. Sell this junk. Got anything else to sell? Any more junk? Don't think so. Oh yeah, I forgot Lilacor. Yeah. Oh yeah, it's a two-handed sword. Yeah. Is that something Dorn can use? He can. Alright, yeah. Well, it's a +3 at all times, and it does 3 extra damage, rather than just getting Dorn a bonus to his to hit rolls. Yeah, I mean, this is better. I mean, when are we going to come up with a situation to use Lilacor? We can converse.
So, are we going to kill something now?
Might you have any advice, O sentient sword?
Advice, eh? Well, besides working on your swordsmanship, besides that, I'd have to think. Find someone rich and kill him. Then find someone richer and kill them too. Hack and slash your way to fortune. Woohoo!
Glad we spoke to the sword. Seemed very important for us to do. I also realized this is still open larger from when we were doing the riddle last time. Okay. So we turned up. We killed a member of the night, a Nomen's Night Order. What's the next plan? I don't know, I guess we'll go exploring? Yeah. Maybe we'll look at the Cult of the Eyeless quest? Oh, I forgot to rest. The whole reason I went there, I was like, oh yeah, I'm going to rest. Sold 2 things and then just didn't do anything.
That be sounding right.
See, there's a no man. Avoid looking him too closely in the eye. Walk up here and Bernard. Hello, Bernard. How lovely it is to speak to you again. Let's do a rest. Wonderful. Also realized I'm going to do this
You
as
have
well.
made a wise decision. I look forward.
Just so that we can have someone new at the front of our party. You know, here's some new voice lines. I think we had Jaheira in the front of our party for a lot of Baldur's Gate 2, or either might be the Baldur's Gate 2 DLC, and she does not stop talking.
Gather your party before venturing.
I will take care of it.
I'm actually going to go rest again. I just realized it's dark outside, so if we rest again, we can actually explore in the daytime, which is more beneficial because everyone is actually around in the daytime. So let's do that, and we don't get attacked by random thieves. Right. Yo, another rest. So now
It will be done.
is 8 o'clock in the, what's 9 o'clock in the morning. Perfect. Everybody should be up and about. It's time to leave.
You must gather your party before venturing.
I wonder why they keep getting stuck behind. It must be because this is kind of like single file areas and it's very difficult to move around in them. Okay, well, whatever. Let's leave out the bottom of the map. And we shall pick somewhere new to explore. I choose the Temple District. Wait, did we finish exploring the docks? I don't know if we ever did finish exploring the docks, or the graveyard for that matter. I think we should explore the Temple District, mainly because we know where we want to go.
A waste of my talents. But
We want to go into this place because we are going to do the Cult of the Eyeless quest for the Priest of Helm.
Very
Hello,
well.
everybody. Let's speak to Guardian Telwyn first.
Duty is the greatest honor, and duty to
This
Helm
matter
is
requires
above
those
all.
closest to Helm. I would speak to Felix, and Felix alone.
I look forward to
Is Felix
It
close to
shall
Helm?
be. Helm requires nothing further for the moment. You will be summoned if you are needed.
Oh, okay. Hello. It is about time you have arrived. First, I must say that I know your reputation. It is now irrelevant. You'll be judged according to how you serve. The task I ask will be treacherous, but you seem capable. Serve well and you will be rewarded. Display any treachery and it will be seen. Now to the task. You heard that fool on the street? If what he says is true, it threatens to upset a delicate balance. A new power would only disrupt the way of things. If he is lying, then whatever cult he is proposing can only serve to hurt those it bilks into following him. Okay. What signs point to this? I would not wish to upset a legitimate faith. Nothing points to the emergence of a new deity. It would be impossible to hide such an event from the great guard that is Helm. What does remain unseen is the fate of those that have chosen to follow. We have lost some of our younger faithful, and they must be accounted for. Let's see what we got here. The Prophet preyed on the people's need for security. Can you not offer this? Helm offers unwavering stability. True faith has no instant reward. Helm very rarely appears in physical form. Walking with mortals is not the way of the gods. Okay. And if this turns out to be a legitimate faith, what then? Okay, so it's the same dialogue. Fair enough. What do you need? He of the unsleeping eyes must know of this cult. The blindness they promote is abhorrent to Helm. We ask you to investigate and identify what is happening. The Vigilant One informs us that the cult is underground and close, but we cannot see past the sewers. You must infiltrate it as friend or conqueror. The sewer entrances are marked on your map. You must suffer the filth of the sewers to find the filth of the cult. They are not hiding amidst the pipes, so there must be a passage leading further away. Okay. And what's the payment for this task? There will be reward. Do not tax your welcome by demanding it now. You'll be given your due when the time is right. Okay. I will help best I can. May the Great Guard give light to all wrongs against you. You may seek healing and tools to aid you here as you need. Ask an acolyte and you will receive. Our resources are thin at the moment, but an ally of Helm and servant of Torm is awaiting you in the sewers now. Seek Dorn to serve with you. Faith guide you both. I am glad that you have chosen this course, Felix. This cult stinks of wrongness, an affront against nature that must be stopped. Ah, I see. Now, there is a problem with Dorn being the person that we're going to meet in the sewers. Dorn is on my list of companions with a quest. So therefore, if we do Dorn's thing, we're going to have a companion with a new companion with a quest. His class is Inquisitor, which makes sense. I don't know what Inquisitor is. I know what Inquisitor is in Pathfinder, which was released significantly after this game. But I don't know what it is here. I assume it's similar, and it's kind of like a hybrid, kind of magic-y frontliner class. So similar to like a druid or something in like utility. But I don't know specifically. It might be like a full fighter, it might be like whatever, it might be a spin-off of one of many classes. But what I can tell you is that to fit him in the party, we have to get rid of one of these two people. Now if we get rid of Corgan, that's fine. However, if he is an Inquisitor of Faith, I gotta think he's not gonna fit in well with Dorn. And that's our current problem. Nobody fits in well with Dorn. So we might just leave this quest now? It is good to be traveling with you once more, Felix. We are a formidable pair, you and I. Part of an excellent team. Yes. I see you have other companions. You have a problem with that? You must know they will aid you only while it is convenient. You must trust no one but yourself. Yourself included? No, you may trust me. Our goals align, and our relationship is one of mutual benefit. I will not betray you, so long as you do not betray me. Okay.
Kill them all.
Well,
have done with it.
I think we're probably going to, well, one, ignore that advice, and two, ignore this quest. Hello, Sir Lothran.
Helm sees all. Know that.
Yeah, I require the services of Helm. What have you got? There he sells full plate. That's fine. What else does he sell? Potions of all kinds. Nice. Cool. Well, time to leave. Anything in the back? Yeah, there's stuff in the back. We have it. It's books. Oh, you didn't tell me there were books back here. Well. What about in this one? Nothing. Okay. Head down. Let's have a look in here. And in here, I think there's more books. It's the same thing. Well, it doesn't look quite the same, actually. More books. What a glorious day it is. There we go. I think this is the entire history of Waterdeep. Yeah. Fantastic. Love it. We really do need to read the books at some point. I have, like, you know, I was planning on doing all sorts of things with reading these books when we find, like, you know, somewhere we can drop them off. But the other thing is I need time to actually record it. I was thinking I could have done it at the previous weekend before this video. However, I had a power cut for the whole of that day, which was fun. So kind of put a dampener on that whole plan. Let's have a look here. Right, you. Let's open.
I can dance on the head of a bin as well.
And open.
I will take care of this.
Grab these. Don't need this garbage. Okay.
It will be done.
What about the guy down here? Can we speak to him now? You know, now that we cleared out that quest? Oh, sorry, this quest? Let's see. Oh, he'll only speak to Felix. Okay.
Yes? Consider it done.
Please speak to this dude. I'll move out of the way, and then, you know, whatever.
Hail! Are you one that would serve alongside the Guardians of Helm?
I can tell you are of a like mind with many that follow the Vigilant One. Tell me what it is you require. It is a complicated matter, so I trust you will bear with me in the telling. It is my responsibility to furnish this temple with artifacts that speak of Helm's glory. Objects that please the eye draw the mind into the glory of Helm. And what is it you would have me do? Athkatla is lucky to have an exceptional artist visiting, second only perhaps to that of poor Prism of Nashkel. What a loss his death was to us. Remember that from Baldur's Gate 1? I speak of Sir Sarles, who is making a brief stop before leaving for Kalasham. We wish to use this great opportunity to commission a work from him. But nothing is ever easy. Aside from his enormous commission fee, he claims he will work for nothing short of pure illithium, a metal more valued than gold. This is problematic. What can I do? This is where you come in. I would ask that you convince Sarles to honor Helm. Other churches court him as well, though they have no more illithium than we. You will have to secure enough illithium to keep him happy and convince him to accept an affordable commission. Discuss this with Sarles. He may be reasonable. Do as you must, but be stern in your negotiations. None should exceed Helm in this. Try to avoid hurting anyone, but answer threats in kind. Sarles is worth it. Will I be reimbursed if I must spend my own gold on him? You will be paid as best the coffers of Helm will allow. If you do not come out ahead, count it towards your service to Helm, a donation in another form. Delay will allow other temples to outstep us. Go to Sarles at the Yistef estate in the southeast section of the government district. Conduct yourself with discipline. You are the eyes of Helm in this enterprise. Okay, I need to procure a lithium.
Easily.
I don't even know what lithium is. Alright. Do we want to keep exploring this area? I guess we could, although it kind of feels like we should explore it
A waste of
later.
my talents, but so be it.
I get that kind of feeling. Is there a way out here? How do I leave here? There we go. You have to find the right pixel. Okay. You know what quest I think we should do? I think that we should do this quest. Find proof of Mavar's treachery. It just seems like the right time to do this quest, right? You have to do like unsavory things as members of the Shadow Thieves. Seems like the right place to go to, right? Report to Gorch in Mavar's storefront. Once I have proof, I will return to Renal. Yeah, let's do that. If I have to infiltrate the guild and do unsavory things, this is probably the right time to do this. You know, while I have an unsavory party. Also, I'm just like lowering my reputation step by step, but that's okay. And we can check into all of these buildings while we walk past as well. You know, you never know what they might have in them. They're currently not marked, so I don't imagine much, but sure. Let's have a little look around. And this is probably the guardhouse, right? Nothing here. Oh, you still have the book thing on you? That's fine, you can give that back.
Ah, yes, the city.
Everybody.
With all its people and their accumulated
Open it up,
wealth.
walk
yes.
in. Well, doors work best if you go one at a time. Hello, everybody.
I will take care of this.
Do you mind if I, like, just steal all your stuff? I mean, you might. You don't mind? You're actually absolutely fine with me just wandering around in here? Well, this seems odd.
Come on, let's go
Nothing
whack
here?
something evil.
Oh, that was Lilacor. I was like, who's saying that? Hello, everybody.
I am Dorn Khan. I do as I will.
Yeah.
You do not give me orders.
Steal everything. Steal all of this. Yeah. Keep stealing. Bit more stealing. steal here. And here. And here. Okay, there isn't very much in here, I will say. Do that again, girl, and I will cut your tongue from your wretched mouth. You will never cast again. What? I require no assistance in battle. Fine then, next time I'll just let you get hurt. Watch your own back rather than mine. We'll be happier that way.
It will be done.
Okay, what's this down here? The door seems to be barred from the other side. Okay, so this area is obviously related to a quest. We just don't have it yet. And then I'll walk around the edge here to avoid us having to go back through the other area. Okay. Weird. So what's this house? Crazy Kelvin? Or Sylvan? How do I get here? Oh, like that. Alright, everyone, group up, group up. We're talking to Crazy Kelvan. Or Selvan. A blackguard obeys his patron's command, though he strains under constant demand. What a choice to make, and his world at stake. With whom shall the half-orc stand? What nonsense is this? I'll hear no more of it. Tee-hee-hee. Does everybody have a line?
Aye, I'll do as you wish.
Tee-hee-hee.
I just came here to find some turnips, I swear.
There once was an elf, proud and fair. Men withered once under her stare, but she loved one man true, and he died as men do, and now there is naught but grief there. Are you speaking of me and Khalid? How do you know this? Answer me. Tee-hee-hee. That was me speaking with Yoshimo. Okay, you want to speak to him?
You can't be serious.
What about
my
you?
Task? I will do my best.
Yeah, okay, so that's the same. Maybe he just has stuff for the enhanced edition otherwise.
You wouldn't hurt a gnome, would you?
Yeah, he just has stuff for the enhanced edition otherwise, I think. Oh, he's off. He's off. Tee-hee-hee, running away. Okay, let's let ourselves in here. And in we go. Hello, cat. You won't mind if I steal everything, will you? Is this a book? It's a book. The history of something. Oh, that'll be great later. Okay, you? You? Please, unlock.
Yoshimo is willing.
That is a heavy crossbow, which is unnecessary.
Very well.
Please loot this. Another book. The history of the Dragon Coast. Oh, love it. Right, upstairs.
Look forward to it. I will
and then
enjoy
in
this.
The wardrobe, it's locked. Yoshimo,
You're right behind
let's go.
Me, right?
Open it. Okay, well that can go over here and into the gem bag. Potion can just sit there, I guess. Oh, also talking potions. Just send that to Yoshimo. It did stack, which means it's something we already had. Okay. Let's go out this way. Then we'll make our way down here. So probably down this way. Yaha boom. Are you a shop, right?
My wares. I trust you'll find them all in satisfactory condition.
Did you have anything worth buying? No, but I could sell you things. Right. I'm sure we had something worth selling. I'm not going to sell his weapon, but like I probably should. Gem bag. Sell the Jasper gem. Then this one. Do we have in here to sell? The throwing axes, I guess I should sell all of. I'm probably not going to use them. By probably I mean I'm not going to use them. Is this something that we... Oh, only usable by shaman, of course. Okay, I was going to say something we could use. No, that's fine. Right.
Kill them
Head
all
on out.
and have done with it.
Head this way. And I think this is the guild hall we're going to. Means we can check the door. We can check the next door to it. We could also maybe go into the tavern if we wanted to, but I don't think there's a great reason to this exact second in time. Yeah, let's check this building and see what's going on. It's locked.
I'm ready.
Well,
Very well.
that is only a temporary thing.
Hiya!
Ooh, that did actually open.
A waste of my talents, but so be it.
Oh, trap sprung. But that didn't seem to really do anything to him. Oh, it said ability drained him actually. His energy drained him. His level drained. Are we being attacked? No? Alright, let yourself in. Leave.
Nothing dangerous, I would hope.
As a group.
But time
Fighting.
we got to business!
What are these? Minotaurs.
In my
Okay.
father's name!
Ha!
Please
I'll
kill.
rip you apart, you
This is
whey-faced
fine.
cur. I look forward to it.
Quick save. Move slowly. What is this place we found? Wait, just a little bit. Alright, we'll grab that. Grab that.
I will enjoy this.
There's nowhere else to go. Okay. Well, this is just a random house with some minotaurs in it then. Okay.
I will take care
Don't
of
really
this.
know why. I guess it is time to go to the tavern then. Hello,
It will
everybody.
be done.
Anybody worth speaking to here? No? Let's just grab whatever's under this pillow. An identify scroll. Nice. Well, downstairs. Hey, the thumb.
Easily.
It's a cold and dreary
I
day
would
when
love-
the thumb coat extend a bit of hospitality to his guests. Come, enter and be welcome at the sea's bounty.
I'd like a drink. Yeah, I would love a raw room. He's still energy
A
drained,
waste
huh?
of my talents, but so be it.
Ooh, wait, what's this back here? It's locked, huh? Why don't you unlock that?
I can dance on the head of a pin as well.
Very well.
Hey,
What, some lout's discovered our hideout here, has he? Blast, I paid that bloody thumb good money for secrecy. Kill the bloody spy, mates. I've no word of this leaking out. Okay, kill. Actually, backline. Kill. Send some shots back at the magic user.
What do we kill?
Really hoping at some point we'll actually hit him with something that does something. I'm not overly worried about this fight so far, apart from the fact that we haven't yet harmed this guy. Hit him. Help here.
With vengeance!
to battle
Nice.
and victory!
Get him.
In my father's name!
Hey, we managed to stop his casting. We did it. We killed the pirate captain. Didn't know the pirate captain existed until
I
about
am
half a
Dorn
second ago, but we killed him.
I do as I will. You
What's in
do
here?
not give me orders.
11,000 gold? Wait, not 11,000. 1,100 gold?
I look forward to it.
Still, very good. Very good. Well, glad we did that. Let's leave.
I will
Grab
enjoy
whatever's
this.
here. A gem. And nothing else. Cool. Alright, Gracie. Hello.
Please, seat yourselves wherever you wish.
If he tries to sell you the apple blossom elven wine, don't let him. It's mine. Okay, Thumb. Hello. Oh, we can't ask him any questions anymore. I was going to ask him questions, but I guess
will
that's
take care of this.
not allowed. Let's leave. And then... I guess we have to find a temple? Yeah. I guess we have to find a temple. There's a temple up there.
It will be done.
Perfect. The Temple of Ogma. Well, we have to go there, cure Yoshimo, and then we're ready to do his quest. Yeah, we've kind of just been doing nonsense for a little bit, but that seems to be the way of things. Oh, by the way, you? Yeah, I got some more goods. They're not stolen. Don't ask what they are for, though. Ooh. This looks interesting. I mean, I guess it's not, but it looks interesting. 2 pearls. Sell those 2 and more things. Can you just identify this longsword? I'm going to sell it to you immediately. Cool. That's fine. We're going to move the scrolls over here. You put in the scroll case. That's going to go to you. Wonderful.
Easily.
Leave. Okay.
A waste
In we
of
go.
my talents. But so be
Hello,
it.
monk. I already looted this place, didn't I? I think I did. Yeah, I looted this whole place, didn't I? Yeah. Oh, it's the priest of Ogma I need to speak to, not the monk. Yeah, I would like to see your services. Thank you. I need you to... On you... Greater restoration. Okay. Now he's fatigued, that's fine. Hello.
Very well.
If you could... Well, actually, no. If he's fatigued, that's absolutely fine. Let's leave.
I look forward to it.
We're just going to head back to the tavern and have another rest.
I will enjoy this.
Let's go. Who are you? Kill him.
You will get no second chance.
This one.
To all who stand against me.
Mm-hmm. You kill this one.
Solid.
Okay. Just keep collecting the money that they're dropping. Okay. Did we... Oh, we entered the nighttime phase. I see. My bad. Because we rested previously, we went into nighttime. I understand. I understand. I wish to go back to the pub. There's a rat. I wonder... I don't know if there's speak to animal in this game. I was wondering whether you can speak to all the animals, but probably not.
I will take care of this.
That seems like that would be quite a lot. Don't really know what the benefit would be. Right, hello. I'd like a room. Wonderful.
Mind your tone. It will be
We
done.
are now fully healed in the building next door. I was about to ask where Dorn was. In the building next door to the building that we need to go to. I think it's a good point to end the episode there. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you next time. Goodbye.